Hi guys, Rachel with Spunky Misfit Girl here, and look at these cuties. Aren't they super fun? They're little pockets inside here. Now let me tell you, I messed them up. They're supposed to be pockets up here in the back too, but I glued them shut. So we will make them similar to this today, but we will also make pockets back here because it's really easy. And then we'll have put something in there too. So these guys have just this little teeny tuck. And this is a top that flips open. I'm not going to open it on this one because it's so beautifully tied and I don't want to mess with it. But here you go. This is a slightly different way of closing, but that little top flips up so you can get slightly bigger things in and out. So I just think these guys are so cute. And when I was trying to decide what to use for the video, right? So this is a single-sided piece of 12 by 12 paper. I want to say that this came from the Mariposa paper pack. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's true. And I was just delighted. So it's single-sided, and this is good for single-sided because you're going to cover up that whole other side. You would be wasting the pattern if there's a pattern on it. It's double-sided. But when I was going to do the video, once I had made these two samples so you could see what we were making, I just was like, what else do I want to do here? And realistically, I just love this, the way these turned out with this paper so much. They look so gifty, right? With their beautiful gold. I don't know how well you can see that, but they have this beautiful gold, I don't know what you call it, overlay, all over, and they're just stunning. And then especially with the gold in the baker's twine, they're beautiful. So I decided I'm gonna just use the other part of the sheet, same piece of paper that I used to make these, to make two more. And so this is gonna be, you can make 4 of these from one 12 by 12. And I would recommend that you use a single-sided for this because it's just, you won't waste your back pattern. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just cut this in half. So really this is from 6 by 6s. So if you're using a 12 by 12 and you wanna make 4, you're gonna wanna cut your 12 by 12 into 4. So into 6 and then each into half again. And you really don't even need to measure or score or anything. These are so super easy. We're gonna just fold them by eyeball, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is just fold it over so that we have, I don't know, yay much, more than a 1/4 inch, maybe slightly less than a 1/2 inch, maybe 1/2 inch, that's fine. And then you're gonna open it up and fold it up about 2 inches. And that's gonna be your bottom pocket, of course. So, you can see it. Okay, yes, I'm losing my mind. We need to make a hinge out of this side right here. So we're gonna make that edge into our pocket hinge. And then we're gonna cut this side up to the crease. And make an angle. Right. So that's gonna make our So then we're gonna also take this guy out of here, okay? Well, we wanna do that kind of just inside that fold. I should always use the slicer for this because I cannot do this straight. And it does end up mattering. It won't end up mattering on this inside one, but on this one here, this is gonna be our pocket. So the inside one, we do wanna make sure that it's trimmed enough that it folds naturally inside there. And you won't see that edge, so that's fine. Fine. But this guy is gonna come up here, just like this, you see? Okay, so let's give ourselves some rounding corners. We're gonna take this guy, which I did find. It was missing for a while. And so we want to do our pocket. And then also this guy. So this guy is gonna be our top flap right here. So we're gonna give this part where I cut, and I didn't cut that well, that's the part I'm gonna turn into a little hinged flap. And I am gonna actually also, I've got a little bit of extra bit here that I wanna get rid of. So then these are gonna be my, oh no, my outside. This one usually, there we go, is really good. That was my fault for not quite getting it all the way in there. Okay, and so then this guy is gonna get some glue on our flap. Oh, these are just so darling. So much fun making them. I might be a little bit long actually here too. So I want to just leave a wee bit of room here so that I'm not right up against. And I think I am just a teeny bit long. I still had a little bit of extra. Okay, so just like that. Yep. I folded my pocket a little bit higher, so these are a little bit shorter. I should have measured against these to make a set, but that's okay. No biggie. We'll have some shorter, cuter ones. And then our next job here is to close this guy up. And this is where I messed up and lost my pocket the last time. So it's up to you. If you prefer to just keep it simple and just keep it to this cute front pocket, it's totally fine. You can just glue this all, okay? But what I'm gonna do to make that pocket in the back is just glue my edge, my flap, my tab. It's a tab, right? My side tab. And then that is gonna give me the pocket in the back. And this guy then is going to come up and be my bottom pocket. And this glue bottle was not the best choice. I'll swap to the other one that's full because that'll be better. Not so much glue fussing for you guys. Okay. So now I also forgot to talk about closure. So this one is gonna have a closure like this because I didn't do it on this one. So we'll make this one like this with this closure, okay? So that just gives you a couple of different options for how to do that. So this guy will just get some things stuffed in there and a tie closure on the top. We'll do a little decorating, but let's make this guy do that again. And we will make it a closure. So I will do my very best to remember before I glue that up, we've got to do the closure. Okay, so we're gonna fold it over with just a little extra there. And actually, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this right now. we're just gonna fold that up and over to make our tab, and that'll be a little easier. So now we're gonna fold this guy up. Do you wanna make it short? Let's make it, I'm gonna make it same size as this one, as my bigger ones, because I think I prefer that size. So I'm gonna try to fold about that same size for my pocket. It's a little smaller than the other one. And then I'm gonna chop this guy little piece over here and give myself a tab. And I'm gonna cut this guy out here. Let's do it with the slicer. Hopefully give us a cleaner, nicer cut on this. I do want to go a little on the inside for this lengthwise cut, just because that piece does get, it needs a little space in between in order to close up properly. Okay, so we're going to round this corner. And we're going to give this guy a little tab to fold and round his corners. Nice and neat. Like that. My blade. I need to replace my blade. I keep saying that and then not doing it. Let's do it. No more fuzzies. I don't like that. And now I'm using the glue I said I wouldn't use too. Okay. Glue our flap. That's gonna come down in here so that there's enough room. Yes, that's much better. Better. And then this guy can get glued too, and then we can think about our closure before we glue our bottom pocket. Okay. So let's just clip this. I'm gonna clip it. Just get it to glue nicely. Okay, so I have this other paper pack. I think it's called Floral Bouquet. And I really liked how there was this gold and this kind of contrasting navy to go with these. So I decided to make my closure out of those. So I'm going to just do some craft cardstock to make them nice and thick and sturdy. So I'm going to do 2 of each of those, and then I'm going to do 1 decorative out of these super great blue too. And I probably should have done this before I did my little pocket to give them time, but I'm going to glue those together and give them a sec or 30 to come together. Guys, I am so super excited and nervous and everything, all the things. I'm planning a trip to Japan. It is the first time I will have ever been to Asia or anywhere in Asia. It's very, I don't know. It's crazy. There's a lot to it. It's very exciting. I'm really looking forward to it, but it's also very nerve-wracking. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot to do. I've been just absolutely obsessed with it lately. Okay, so I'm going to decide kind of where I want my what do you call them? My buttons for my closure. Doing about there. I'm gonna fold that guy up so I can kind of see. I'm gonna do it just kind of measuring so that it's about straight and about in the same place. And I am gonna give myself a hole. And I actually did not do brads with these. I did not do a wrap around. I tied it through the hole. So it is a little bit different. And I kind of really like that look on these. So I think I'm just gonna do it that same way. So actually it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter. Well, the hole needs to be punched, but that's it. Once that hole is punched, if you're gonna do it this way, you can glue up that bottom. Did I do this? Oh yeah, I did it backward. Phooey. I mean, just now, that was the top that I put glue on, not the bottom. So let's just get rid of that and we will glue up our bottom and not our top because we don't want to glue up our top. Good thing I checked. So that's the bottom glued up, and we will just very carefully try to do our holes for these because that's not really quite enough time, but I think we'll be okay. Trying to go kind of right in the middle of those pretty gold flourishy guys. Yeah. He's still having a little trouble, this one. Not quite rock steady in place. Okay, so this guy I think is okay. So we will put I think I actually, no, because I do, you know what? I glued that. But I do actually want to put my thread through first too. I don't want to have to fuss with that. You probably could get it through once it's glued, but I don't want to mess with it. So you still have time for it to be okay. So I'm just gonna glue these on top. So the little glue around the circles themselves and put them right over that hole. Yeah. And I'm gonna fill my pockets up with a few things that are kind of, I felt like it looked nice in the context of these papers. I actually don't know how to best do this. Let's do this one first. We'll let that guy have some rest on his closures before we fuss too much. So I want to just get just a few kind of clean things that sort of fit. I don't know if I have enough for two here. Maybe we'll put this guy. I like it to kind of be a nice looking array, if that makes sense. Yeah, I like that. I don't know if I have another one though that I want for this. I pulled out a few different things. I pulled these guys out. Oh, her head's gonna, oh, we can move her down so her head will peek out. I have some of these like bottles that I pulled from my Fortune die cuts from Stamperia. I kind of liked those on this and maybe something like this. And I kept it pretty simple. On these, I kind of just did labels. On this one, I've got this this gold paper that kind of fit with these hearts. I ended up liking these kinds of white labels, and it's hard for me to use these white labels otherwise. I think we'll just do it like that. And then this guy will get that wrap around. Oh, these are so cute. Yeah. Okay, and then this one on the bottom. And I'm gonna put that bottle right on the edge. So cute. So darling. Okay. And then we want a little bit of this guy, Baker twine, which was, you know, one of those things that when I got it, I was like, oh, I'm never going to use this. And now I really use it kind of all the time. Even though it's sort of annoying because it does unravel really easily. The gold twined in there with the string is not super. Is that too big? No, I think I like that. They're so cute and they match each other. Even though this one got a little smaller, it looks like the little sister of this one, right? Oh, I love that. Okay, let's finish off this one and then we'll be done with this video. So let's give us plenty of thread to put through here. And I'm gonna do like this, I think, if it'll go through. I just folded it over just a little bit. Well, we'll see. This is a fairly small hole, and this this string is not the smallest, so I might actually have to do it this way. But it can be very hard with these ends. Like I said, it comes apart really easily. And I can put some glue on it, but kind of don't want to fuss. Come on. So now I'm getting my string through, but not my gold. Eee. Oh, come on. Work with me. Work with me, gold. I know you want to go through there. Okay. Yeah, and the nice thing about this is that we can cut the ends off too, so that they, the ends don't look nice. We'll just get rid of them. You hear that, you little gold piece? That's what you get for not just going through in the first place. I'm going to cut you off. Okay. So we've got our little string through, and we're gonna, this guy might be too big. I don't know. Is he too big for that pocket? Maybe he'll fit. Okay, so we can glue this. Now, looks kind of janky since I pulled it up, but you'll never see it. You won't. Insides of pockets are free to be janky. Okay, so then I'm gonna tuck this little guy and Mr. Big Circle with the dragonfly, this little tag, and maybe one of these cute little daffodils. Yeah? Oh, and these, now that I made them the right way, actually have back pockets here too. So I should make a, make something to go in there. I wonder, I don't know, this guy I think might be too wide. Yeah. So I have to find something that goes with this to put in there, but that's okay. That's totally fine. We'll do that off camera after we finish this guy up. Maybe put something simple. With these, I was a little less, I didn't do much in terms of decoration with this one, just because the closure is a little bit more of a kind of feature of the look of it. So that didn't work at all. So it kind of takes over, right? And I didn't want to compete with it for space, because it's like, oh, come on. My other one looks so nice and beautiful, and I got it nice and tight in the middle there. Come on. Yeah, that'll be better. Okay, so you got it like that, and you don't really want to fuss with it. So maybe we'll do the same as we did with the other one and give us one of these guys. Maybe up here this time. I don't know, this space is a lot bigger. So maybe here. Oh, don't you love these? I love them. I think I said that already. All right, there you guys go, you guys. Look at that. Super cute little uber adorable pockets from one 12 by 12 sheet of paper. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate every last one of you for joining me on these little crafting adventures, and I will see you in the next video.